After a 2-year hiatus, the Greek Festival is back and will take place on Saturday, September 10th. And they'll have everything from dancing, a photo booth, and of course, that delicious food. Here with a taste of what we can expect is Jeannie Duffy and Colette Wiley. Welcome, ladies. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So this is such a great tradition here in the Ozarks, the Greek Festival. Our own Steve Grant has been and told me how wonderful it is. And so I want to talk about the origins of this because I think it's so cool that we're celebrating Greek culture right here in our own backyard.
Well, about 15 years ago, the church, St. Thomas the Apostle Orthodox Church, in other cities, big cities, they have Greek festivals, but this is just a small church, but we wanted to bring a Greek festival to Springfield, Missouri.
I think that's amazing, and it's really been a tremendous success. Lots of people come out for this, right?
They do. It's like a big party.
Yeah.
We just have a good time.
Yeah. When I think of a Greek festival, I think of kind of being welcomed into the family, and you do that through such wonderful programs, through dancing, right? And
we love to dance.
Yeah, yeah, and I could just and eat. That's right.
And
That's right. And speaking of that, you have brought a wonderful recipe, and there's going to be such a wide variety of food. Talk a little bit about the food that's going to be available at the Greek Festival.
Well, we have gyros, we have keftedes, and I'll explain what those are.
Yeah.
Meatballs, Greek meatballs. You call them gyros, same thing.
Yeah.
So we have all those kinds of Greek foods.
Yeah, yeah, and then one of those also is a special traditional recipe which Colette, you've prepared for us here, and so talk to us a little bit about what we're going to be making today.
So these are courgette, which we always have at Christmas time, but pretty much any gathering.
Yeah.
At
These
weddings.
are common. Yeah,
Weddings.
weddings.
Speaking of
weddings.
which, you just had a wedding in your family,
Yes.
right? Where you
Yes.
actually served these.
Yes.
Yep, I made a whole bunch for my daughter's wedding on Saturday.
That's awesome.
So,
That's
yep.
awesome. So needless to say, you've had a lot of practice before
Yes.
coming in and
Yes.
doing this here. And so, so what is the first step when we want to make these?
Sure. So the butter, whipping the butter is really important. So you're going to have 2 sticks of butter, and I used a stand mixer. You can use a hand mixer. My
Yeah.
poor Yaya had neither of those, so she did this by hand.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
definitely
That's amazing.
love for who she was baking for.
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like, silky.
Wow, look at it's so light. Yeah.
So you beat the butter for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and then you're going to add a half a cup of powdered sugar.
Oh, okay.
And beat it for another 10 minutes.
Okay.
So this is what your finished product is going to look like.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
you're going to mix this,
Yep.
and then
Look at that just come together.
the next thing is the flour. And
Okay.
when you do your flour, you have a couple of options. You can
Okay.
use cake flour, and then you don't have to sift it. If you don't have that, then you have to sift your flour.
Okay,
So,
let's use one of these
yep,
fancy
you just
things,
use
right?
that over a bowl, and then you pour it in and knock
And
it
you
in.
just sift it through.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. Why do we have
Sift
to do that?
You want this airy
Okay.
as possible.
It's light.
Yes,
It's light, meant to be
You
light.
don't want dense flour. You're going to end up with a rock.
Yeah. Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Wow, look
After
at
you
this.
incorporate all your,
You know,
squeeze it.
it's
kind of,
it's very thick, very dense.
Yep. Well, I put it in the refrigerator before
okay.
it came, but normally it should be kind of airy.
Oh, okay.
Like kind of spongy is what it's going to feel like.
Oh, very
but
nice.
it shouldn't stick to the sides of the bowl. It shouldn't be really sticky on your hands either. That's how you know you're at the right spot.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I said, if it's crumbly, then you know that you put too much flour in. Just
Yeah.
add some melted butter. It's
Yeah.
easier to work with when it's a little bit chilled.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it probably forms better, right?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
Okay.
So
yeah.
you just want them uniform.
Oh wow, look at
I
that.
push in the middle a little bit just so that way they cook evenly.
Yeah. So after we roll these out,
Yep.
and
So-
we put them in the oven, right?
Yes. So 350, about 20 minutes. You want them to be light brown.
Oh, okay.
So here's
Okay.
what the finished product
Oh
will
wow,
look like.
look at that.
Yeah. So just a light brown. And the time's going to vary depending on how large your cookie is, of
Yeah.
course. Let them cool, because if you try to move them now right out of the oven, they're going to crumble.
Oh, okay.
And then you're going to put powdered sugar on them.
Oh gosh, this is the best part.
Yeah, and you also want them to cool a little bit before you do this. If you don't, the powdered sugar is going to melt and make like a hard
Oh yeah.
little casing on the cookie.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Oh, wow.
and then we normally put them in these little papers just for ease of carrying and presentation and all that.
Yeah, I love that. And remind us the dates and times and location just one more time as well.
Saturday, September 10th. is when we're with one day only, and it's 11 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, I did put an apron on specifically
Okay.
because I saw there was
You will
powdered
need it.
sugar here, and so I'm just going to go in for it. Oh, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. You guys have got to come. So good. Wow, that was absolutely unbelievable. You're right. I love the powdered sugar as well as the lightness of the cookie as well. Absolutely love this. Again, we're going to put some more information for you on ky3.com. Thank you so much, ladies, for stopping by. And I like the Greeks say, opa, right?
That's right.
Opa.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.